Welcome back. Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Guys, please smash the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help follow the channel, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button. It all helps. Muscles Brown's in here. Yes, sir. Let's get paid. BC's up in here. What up, y'all? What up? Guys, join the Patreon. Link, if you have not already, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. The lock of the week, I just dropped the lock of the week. Get lock of the week, ask to book anything, get request a video, get all the updated props, get the absolute best gambling advice for just $5 a month. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. I have it pinned here. In the chat. It says $5 a month. Join the Patreon. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. The world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. The nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10% on your order. All right. We got... All right, let's get into it. We've got some good news. We got some good fights. So just to give you guys a recap. Hang on one second. Yep. Last night I dropped the Nathan Heaney and Kate fight. That's dropped. That's live. Tonight I will drop Ramon Cardenas and Brian Acosta. You'll have that live tonight. And then I'm going to go live again tomorrow. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the week. I'm going to be out of town Friday and Saturday. I will be back Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing yet on Sunday. I might go live at halftime to kind of recap, but it's going to be a quiet week. And then, obviously, next week we're going to be live every single day. All right, let's get into some of these. So, some highlights of Zach Miller. He's not bad. Abdullah should beat him easy, though, right? I think so. Zach Miller's okay, but I like Abdullah. Aggressive fighter, stays on you, pretty good skills. I think Abdullah should win that pretty handily. We're going to get into the Vaylene fight. Bricks, Barrel. I like Vaylene. Probably on points. Chisora by KO. So Bricks is going the opposite. That's fine. 79 Pro says, what's your thoughts on the Nelson Heisa fight versus the fight? Both undefeated heavyweight fighters on the Vaylene card. No thoughts on that. It's a good question, 79. I don't have a ton of thoughts on that. I haven't watched the tape on it. I'm not overly familiar. I don't want to steer you wrong, and I just haven't gotten to it. I had a lot going on. I got a lot of fights to get to. I know the fight you're talking about. I haven't gotten into the tape. I don't have a book on it, so I didn't get into it. Where did you get odds on that fight? Because I don't have any odds for that fight. What book are you using? I gave you odds on that fight. Oh, I do have a book on it. Oh, wow. Okay. This is new. No, so minus 1,400 heavyweights. I'd stay away from it. All right, let's kind of get into this. So we got a couple of cards. All right, let's pull this up. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, leave them now. I will address any questions. I've not had the best of luck with heavyweights. I really haven't. So I'm trying to just stay away from heavyweights unless I think it's an absolute lock. I've just been trying to stay away from it. It's not my thing. All right. Jalolov is one of the best heavyweights. At minus 8,000, I don't know what it's doing for you. Alberto Ramirez, Christopher Guerrero, they're all going to win, but all the odds on these are trash. Right? All of these odds are no good. So I'm just laying off this card entirely. I'm just laying off tomorrow's card entirely because the odds are just atrocious. Like this, like the best odds are minus 1,100. Just stay off of it. Friday is not really shaking Peters. I do like Peters at minus 170. Shaquille Thomas. These two guys get you minus 161. There's really nothing until Saturday. There's no good action until Saturday. And even Saturday's action's not that great. I do like Rafferty at minus 1,800. I like Abdullah at minus 475. I like Haney, and I like Valine. So on Saturday afternoon, you can. I do in the four major fights. In main fights. And the main card. I do like all the favorites. If you parlay them, you get plus money. I would feel comfortable doing that. Rafferty, Abdullah, Heaney, and Valine. If you parlay all four of them, you get plus 107. You get plus money on that slightly. So if you guys want to lock that in now. Do we have props on this? Yes, we do. A bet I like a lot is over 8.5. I don't see anyone getting knocked out in this fight. I love the over. I would bet the over on this fight. Just make a little list here of the bets that I like. I would bet that. That's the bet that I like. Here, you can bet that too. Obviously, you can't parlay them because it makes no sense, but you can't parlay them. Masood Abdullah and Zach Miller, I would just take Abdullah. And then Rafferty and Reese McMillan. Do we have odds on this? No, we don't. All right. So look, I would parlay those things. And if you want a standalone bet, take Heaney minus 180 on the over. Take the over on the Heaney-Cotty fight. I definitely think this is going on. Neither fighter really likes to hurt the other guy. Both guys are kind of safety first technicians. This is definitely going over to me. Like I don't. One guy couldn't knock the other guy. One guy couldn't knock over a glass of water with a running start, right? Like neither guy even wants to hurt the other guy. So I love the over. I'm shocked that it's only minus 180. I would take that. As far as Chisora and Otto Valine. I like Valine. I would feel comfortable putting that bet out there for you guys. I would take Valine. I think it's safe, sound. I like it. I also like the over in this also minus 180. I like this to go the distance. I would just take the over minus 180, minus 180. I like the over on the Heaney better. So if you're only taking one, take Nathan Heaney, take that over this. But both guys, both Valine and Chisora have been going the distance in all their fights. Valine is not a guy that looks to get knockouts. He's not a guy that shoots for it. So I like the over, but I love it at the same odds in the Heaney fight. The Heaney fight, I would say, is a better bet. The over in the Heaney fight is the better bet than the over on the Chisora fight. Even though I much like both of them, I love Heaney at minus 180, the over. Michael Angeletti, easy money. Angeletti is one of the best prospects. He was a PBC prospect of the year one year, I think 2023. I think he was a prospect of the year. Judy Flores, not going to be much of a fight. Minus 1,400. Guys, put Michael Angeletti in your parlay. Just do it. Just put Angeletti in your parlay. Do we have any book? No. All right, just take him. He's going to win. He'll help bring down your odds a little bit. Angeletti is a special prospect. Put your money on Michael Angeletti. I'm doing the tape on this fight. This will be out tomorrow. Rakhimov and Paldo. I will have an update for you guys on this tomorrow. I'm not going to touch this. We will spend time on this card tomorrow. I think this is a good card that we can make money on. So I want to dedicate a lot of time to this card. But I've not gotten through this fight. I like Justin Paldo. Rakhimov is good but flawed. Guys, keep your eyes on this one. I'm going to have this video out tomorrow. I'm not touching this today. We will get to this tomorrow. I'm not done with the video yet. This is a good fight. Ramon Cardenas. Easy money. This is going to be a firefight. This is the main event on the Pro Box card. Ramon Cardenas, he's got one loss early in his career. He's been on Pro Box. He's been on Showbox. He's been on Showtime Boxing. We've got a lot of Ramon Cardenas, a kid out of San Antonio. Firefighter, good skills, good athlete, excellent puncher, two-fisted puncher, great straight right hand, great lead left hook, great counter puncher. Ramon Cardenas is an offensively really, really gifted fighter. He's fighting Acosta, who likes to slug and likes to trade but can't hit. So you got Acosta, who can't punch, exchanging with Ramon Cardenas, who's a knockout artist. So to me, Ramon Cardenas wins this probably by stoppage. He's been knocking people out. I'll pull up Ramon Cardenas right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. He's been getting knockouts. He has been the last couple of years. Cardenas can punch. 29 now out of San Antonio, Texas. He's ready for a world title. I'm going to get to the comments and everything in just a minute. KO, but He's got 4 stoppages in a row. Rodrigo Guerrero, Rafael Pedraza, Israel Picasso, and Jesus Ramos Rubio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 stoppages in a row. He's got a stoppage of a Marvin Solano. You can see he gets knockouts. He's got 14 knockouts and 25 wins, but you can see that they've come recently. He's having a power surge here. I expect him to knock out Brian Acosta. Acosta's 20-8 knockouts. When you watch this tape, you can tell he really can't hit. He's just not a puncher. He did win his last fight against a 15-14 guy via TKO in the 3rd round, but he's not a puncher. He also doesn't have the level of competition. You can go through his level of competition. He's not fought anybody. He's fought a couple of times in Canada, a different thing like that. Diego Andrade Chavez is his best opponent, and Pablo Robles, and it's just he's not going to get knocked out. He can't punch, and he's gonna trade and exchange with a big time hitter. So I like Cardenas. We don't have a prop on that. So that's minus 300. That's not bad odds on that. So just to kind of review, here's the bets that I like. I like Cardenas. I like Angeletti. I like the over on Chisora and Valine. I like Nathan Heaney. I like the over on Heaney and Kate. I like Otto Valine at minus 225. I like Masad Abdullah at minus 475. And I like Jack Rafferty at minus 1800. So I'm giving you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bets that I really, really like. I think that we can make a lot of money on. So that's what I like this week. And then we're going to get to the Rockamile fight and the Paldo fight tomorrow. I'm going to spend a lot of time on that card. Potential upset Zach Miller? I don't think so. No, not in my opinion. Zach Miller, pure boxer. He likes to be at range, very wide base, good footwork, good lateral movement, picks out shots well, but he's not beating Abdul's just going to stay on him. Abdul's going to stay on him and I think pummel him. He's basic kind of jabber. He's the kind of British fighter I don't like. He doesn't look to hurt anyone. He doesn't look to sit down on his punches. He doesn't look to, really establish his power. He just kind of flicks shots and tries to win rounds. That's not going to work with Masoud Abdullah. Yes, it is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. I would just go chalk on that. I don't think Minier has much of a chance to win, so I would just go chalk on that. I'm putting $100 on Jalal first round. Can you bet the top 2? I would bet 1 and 2. I can't see it going past 2. I could see it getting out of 1. I would bet $100 on 1 and 2. What would that do for you, Barrel? That's not a bad bet. Yeah, I like Valine this week in World of Wrestling. I like Valine. I like him probably on points. Cardenas, you guys know I love Cardenas. I just got into that. Why I like Cardenas. Complete offense, really good offensive fighter, good athlete, power in 2 hands. And Acosta's going to be in a firefight, and Acosta can't hit. So Keyshawn Davis card is stacked low-key. I agree. It's a great card. Looking forward to it. That's a week away. We will spend a lot of time next week on that card as well. Looking forward to that. I don't think Zach Miller has enough pop to give. Yeah, Zach Miller's not going to be able to keep Masoud Abdullah off of him. Abdullah's going to get on him. He's going to hunt him. He's going to knock him out. I like Abdullah in this, probably by stoppage. Effing FanDuel, they call the over-under total rounds in fight and rarely off of it. Do you get DraftKings where you're at, Macho? I don't know where you're at. Where are you? And can you get DraftKings where you're at? Barrel Strain says, what's your thoughts? My eyes are gone. I've been sitting at a computer all day. Let me try to read this again. What are your thoughts with this spear through the table with Lacey and Moore? I don't really have any thoughts, Barrel. I'm wanting to bet a rack on Abdullah Mason by stoppage. Yeah, I would bet Mason by stoppage next week. We'll get into all this next week, guys. We'll get into Mason and Tiger Johnson for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if Keyshawn can get stoppages when he feels like it, kind of thing. I don't love ever betting Keyshawn by stoppage. Although, I said that last time and he stopped Lamos a couple of rounds. So, Macho, I agree. Key definitely do it. I've been used on Keyshawn. Yeah, I'm used on Keyshawn too. In recent time, Keyshawn is a great fighter. It's just, can he get the stoppage? Keyshawn's never, we'll get into it. Branchek has the pedigree, but he's out great class. Yeah, Branchek is a good fighter. Just can he match the speed and athleticism and skill of Keyshawn? I don't know. Keyshawn's really good, guys. If you can get DraftKings, I use DraftKings for a reason because it's better than FanDuel. So if you can use DraftKings, they give you over under a lot more. They give you the over under a lot more. So maybe look into using DraftKings, Macho. Just an idea. No odds yet on Canelo and Bud. Has anyone seen odds? Wait, is that done? Is that official? Do we got more breaking news? Yep, that is done. Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. Done and done. Jimmy Butler trade Heat and discard the star to Warriors after trade demand suspension. The Heat suspended Jimmy Butler 3 times January and his trade demand. Jimmy Butler is now on the Golden State Warriors. I don't know what that does for him. The Miami finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, who they just got from the Nets, and Kyle Anderson, plus a protected first rounder, sources tell ESPN. So Miami will be getting Wiggins and then salary and a pick. Not bad. Not bad. It's a pretty good trade. He didn't want the Warriors, so they traded him there. He kind of dug his own grave there. I just did the video on Heaney. Sofian Kadi, not good. He uses his jab, comes forward. He's got a wide base, tall, rangy for his size. Not fleet of foot, but he's a front foot guy who I'm not impressed by him. I'm not impressed by Heaney. Look, I think this fight's going to be absolutely pitiful and painfully boring to watch. I think it's definitely going the distance. He's got no pop, but he keeps the jab out pump. He's super basic. I don't think much of him. I watched tape on him. I was not impressed at all. World of Wrestling says, I think Mossad, Haney, and Rafferty money line is good at minus 222. I like it. That's safe. That's something, muscles. You like this parlay? I kind of like this too. World of Wrestling gives a pretty good tip here. Mossad, Masood Abdullah, Heaney, and Rafferty money line, all money line, 222. I like it. Your thoughts on that? I'm going to go watch tape of him now. Yeah, there's a little bit of tape of him on Daily Motion on YouTube. You can get some tape on him. I'm not impressed. I'm not. I don't think I don't think Nathan Heaney is good either, by the way. But I think he'll definitely win. So that's basically it. I don't like any of the early cards. These odds minus 20,000, minus 5,000, minus 4,000, minus 8,000. I just don't think any of these things. Daniel Blended de Santos and Shaken Peters. This is the one intriguing fight right here. I like Shaken Peters, but this is an interesting fight. The rest of this is all garbage. I wouldn't bet on any of this. I know someone mentioned this fight. There's better fights than this. This Arthur Birshalanov. There's better fights than him at minus 1100. It's not a terrible bet. You can add it to your parlay. I think there's better bets than that. And the rest of it is just it's way too wide. You know, these cards are one-sided beatdowns. They're not competitive. They're not entertaining fights. They're just too wide. What's your odds on Haney's by decision? Do we have it? Let me check. Let me check. Ooh, Haney by decision is plus 105. Haney by decision is plus 105. I like it. I definitely like Haney by decision at plus 105. Get 140 for it to go the distance. I would be interested in that bet too. I think that's a pretty good bet. Minus 140 for the fight to go the distance. Yeah, it's a good parlay. All right, Muscles? That's good. Heaney, Masad, and Rafferty. It's good. You want to – we'll talk about that later. I like what World of Wrestling – kudos to you, World of Wrestling. Kudos to you. That's a good bet. That's a solid bet. Let me respond to this text. All right. Y'all got any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. I'll go through my bets one more time. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to go through the bets one more time. Just go through everything that I like with you guys, and then I'm going to wrap this up. If you are a Patreon, I gave you guys the lock of the week. I like to ask, did we get any odds? Has anyone seen any betting line for Bud and Canelo? Any bet so far on Bud and Canelo? So Rafferty at minus 1,800 is cool. Abdullah at minus 475. Baleen at minus 225. Over 8.5. Heaney and Kati. Haney minus 800. I like that. Over 10.5. In Chisora and Baleen. Michael Angeletti, I like at minus 1,400. Ramon Cardenas at minus 300. Shaq and Peters at minus 170. Heaney by decision, I like at plus 105. And I like Heaney and Cotty at minus 140 to go the distance. And there's one other one here, the big one. I don't know why this is not showing up. Baleen money line minus 225. It's not showing up here for some reason. Is it? Yeah, there. Hey, okay. So let's just do this again. So Rafferty, Abdullah, Baleen, money line. All money line. Over 8.5, Heaney, Kati. Heaney money line. Over 10.5, Chisora. So on the Chisora fight, I like the over, and I like Baleen. Michael Angeletti, money line, lock it up, put it in your parlay. Ramon Cardenas, love Ramon Cardenas at minus 300. Shaq and Peters at minus 170 is a decent bet. I think that hits. It's pretty good odds. Heaney by decision, plus money. I would look at this. I think that's a sexy bet right there. I like that a lot. And I like that fight to go the distance. I'll probably put a bet on this, a small bet on this as well. So that's what I got. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. I will address them now. For sure, World of Wrestling, that's a smart way to do it and minimize risk. 2 to 3 legs are the way to go. Yeah, especially to get decent odds like that. Minus 222 is not terrible. Masad Abdullah going to smash Zach Miller. I think so too. Muscle says we can honestly just mess with Masood and Cardenas 2-way parlay at minus 164. But Michael Angeletti, okay, yeah, we can do that. Michael Angeletti is so safe. He's such a lock. If you want to just do that, go for it. Oscar the Grouch in the house, the homie, my man Oscar. I am about to wrap this up. I appreciate you dropping in. Hope all is well. JETS, Oscar the Grouch, the homie, a big Jets fan as well. Hope everything is good, my dude. But I'm wrapping this up unless you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. This was kind of quick sort of show. I will be live again tomorrow. No one got any odds in that. Let me see. I'm gonna just Google it real quick. We can do that. We could bet the house and spend all of our money on Angelotti at minus 1,400. That means the odds makers think that a 54% Canelo has a winning game card for Canelo has opened as the favorite minus 200. However, that has dropped, has shortened by minus 127. And Crawford opened up plus 160, which has gotten wider to plus 260. Crawford's plus 260. What did they say about this? Bookmakers made Canelo Alvarez a slight favorite against Terrence Crawford in a potential future fight between the pair. With the when they released odds on February 5th, he is currently minus 130 to win. The fight outright, well, you can get if you fancy the slight upset. Okay. That's not. That means they get 54% chance. Canelo has opened as a 1-2 favorite. However, that is down to minus 127. Crawford opened up plus 160, which has gone wide to plus 260. That's not what they just said. Canelo Alvarez, I think, is going to win. I like Canelo Alvarez in that. He's just too big. I just think Canelo's too big for him. Weight classes matter. Although, remember Floyd Mayweather said Canelo was easy. Beating Canelo was easy, so we'll see. It makes sense Canelo beating that A side. You know what? I will like it in that fight. I will like the over, I think. But we'll get into all that. That's not till September. I don't want to get too far in the weeds in that. Guys, again, please smash the like button on your way out. I'm going to wrap this up now. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now, or I'm going to head on out. I got some Brooklyn Nets to watch. They're playing Washington. We got the Nets in Washington. So you best believe I'm into that. All right, y'all. February 5th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.